Towards the end of this week's Parsha, we're introduced to the story of the Mekoshesh Eitzim, which we're not exactly clear what happened. Either this individual was cutting down a tree on Shabbos or he was gathering wood on Shabbos, all biblical prohibitions. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu ruled, after Moshe was unsure what to do, HaKadosh Baruch Hu ruled that this individual was liable for the death penalty and was given skila. He was stoned to death, the most severe form of capital punishment. And when you think about this story, we would consider the following. For burning a Sefer Torah, committing such a terrible crime, defiling the holiest book, parchment, gvil, eish shchora al gabi eish levana, the punishment is severe, but it's not the death penalty. And yet, if I touch the elevator button and I flip on a light on Shabbos, or I separate the raisins from the nuts, even though I want the nuts and I don't want the raisins, now I'm liable to the death penalty. I'm liable to skila. How could that be? Why is it that for something so innocuous, something so small, the punishment is skila, it's stoning, and yet other more severe, or what we would assume are more serious transgressions, a person is not even liable to the death penalty. Rav Pincus explains this idea, or tries to provide for us a better perspective by way of a medical procedure. Says Rav Pincus, if a person has a wound on their arm or on their leg, and when the doctor attempts to heal it, and he's off by a couple centimeters, it might cause permanent scarring, there might be permanent damage, something might be irreversible, but you know what? The person's not going to die. Conversely, if a person has a serious heart condition which needs to be operated on, and the surgeon is off by 2 centimeters, that patient's not going to make it. That person's going to die. Explains Rav Pincus, this is the best way for us to understand why the transgressions, what appears to be such a minor transgression on Shabbos, carries with it such a stiff penalty, the penalty of skila, whereas others, perhaps more serious transgressions, don't carry the death penalty. See, Shabbos is the heartbeat of our lives. Me'angea kavod yinchalu, to'amea chaim zachu. Those who delight in it will achieve kavod. They'll inherit kavod, they'll be honored. Those who taste it, they will live. They will understand what it means to live. That's Shabbos, that's our heart, the heartbeat of our souls, the heartbeat of our lives. But when it comes to other types of wounds, other transgressions, they're serious. We don't want to make a transgression, we don't want to sin. But there's more flexibility. There's more margin for error, but not when it comes to our heart. Shabbos is such a special day of the week, not just because we have the opportunity to get a nice Shabbos nap, not just because we have more time to sit and study Torah, not just because we have time to spend with family and we're so busy the rest of the week, either at work or on our phones or being distracted. But because Shabbos inherently gives life to our soul, the blood gets pumping again. And that connection that we have with the HaKadosh Baruch Hu is so deep and so strong and so great that even the smallest of transgressions can carry with it the death penalty. Shabbos needs to be treated as a holy day, not just as a restful day. A day that permeates Kedusha, permeates sanctity, and a day which all of us can enjoy together as a community and as a family as well. So let's not forget about the importance of Shabbos, the beauty of Shabbos, and to continue to find ways to make that day specifically even more meaningful. Have a wonderful Shabbos.